13.8 billion years ago, something unbelievable happened. Not an explosion, not a fireball, but the birth of reality itself. Time began. Space unfolded. Energy became matter. And everything you've ever known, your body, your memories, your entire world, traces back to a moment smaller than an atom today. We're going to travel through all of it, from nothing to everything, from the Big Bang to the last star in the universe. This is the full story of existence. Intro. Welcome to Timeline Explained. In the next 90 minutes, you and I will travel through billions of years, across galaxies, across cosmic disasters, across worlds that no human eye has ever seen. We'll see the universe rise, change, and eventually fade. So sit back, relax, and let's step into a universe that is far larger and far stranger than anything you've imagined. Chapter 1, Before the Beginning. Before the universe began, there was no space, no atoms, no blank darkness, because for darkness, you need space. And space didn't exist. There wasn't an empty stage waiting for the universe. There was no stage at all. Then suddenly, reality turned on. Time began flowing. Space expanded outward. Energy burst into existence. The Big Bang did not happen in space. Space happened because of the Big Bang. Chapter 2. The first second of everything. In the first second, the universe was hotter than 1,000,000,000,000 suns. It expanded faster than light. And no, that doesn't break physics, because space itself can stretch faster than light can move inside it. In that first second, energy turned into matter. Matter turned back into energy. Tiny particles flickered into existence. Space grew from microscopic to cosmic. Imagine a fireball, but infinite. Imagine light, but blinding beyond imagination. Imagine chaos, pure cosmic chaos. That was the first second. Chapter 3, The Cosmic Soup, first 3 minutes. Within 3 minutes, the universe cooled enough for the first elements to form. Hydrogen, helium, a sprinkle of lithium, no oxygen, no carbon, no iron, no gold, no stardust, no planets, no life. Just a giant, expanding soup of hot gas. This stage lasted for hundreds of thousands of years. The universe was glowing, but empty. Chapter 4, The Big Freeze, 380,000 years. Eventually, the universe cooled enough for atoms to finally hold together. Electrons locked into place, atoms formed, and suddenly, the universe became transparent. For the first time, light could travel freely. This ancient light still exists today. We call it the cosmic microwave background. It's the oldest picture of the universe, a baby photo that scientists still study. Chapter 5, The Dark Ages, millions of years. After atoms formed, a strange thing happened. The universe went dark. No stars, no planets, no galaxies, just cold hydrogen gas stretching everywhere. This era is called the Cosmic Dark Ages. If you floated here, you'd see nothing here, nothing. Feel nothing. It was a silent universe, waiting for something to happen. Gravity was the only thing working, slowly pulling atoms together. Tiny clouds formed, then bigger clouds, until eventually, one cloud became so dense, it burst into light. The first stars are born. And just like that, the darkness ended. The first stars in the universe were not gentle. They were enormous, 100, 200, even 300 times the mass of our sun. They burned hotter than anything today. They lived fast, died young, and exploded with unimaginable violence. Their explosions created the first heavy elements: carbon for future life, oxygen for future lungs, iron for future planets, calcium for future bones. Every element in your body was made in the heart of one of these stars. You are literally stardust with consciousness. Chapter 7. Galaxies begin to grow. As stars formed, gravity pulled them together into gigantic structures. The first galaxies appeared, small, messy, chaotic blobs of light. Some collided, some merged, some tore each other apart. Galaxies are the universe's cities, and the first ones were wild, violent, and unstable. Over billions of years, these baby galaxies grew larger. One day, a swirling spiral began taking shape. A spiral galaxy with long arms, a bright center, and billions of stars. This spiral would one day become our home, the Milky Way. Chapter 8. The Milky Way awakens. The Milky Way didn't form in one day. It grew through chaos, swallowing smaller galaxies, colliding with others, stealing their stars, absorbing their gas. Every collision reshaped it. Every merger made it stronger. Over billions of years, the Milky Way became a majestic spiral galaxy, 100,000 light-years across, with more than 100 billion stars, and one mysterious monster at its center. Chapter 9. The Supermassive Black Hole. At the heart of the Milky Way, hidden behind clouds of gas, lies a giant, Sagittarius. A star, a black hole 4 million times the mass of our Sun. But this monster isn't violent. It's calm, silent, pulling stars around it like a cosmic conductor. Scientists believe this black hole shaped the very structure of the galaxy. Without it, the Milky Way would look very different. Our entire galaxy orbits its gravity, like planets orbit stars. Chapter 10. The young sun is born. Around 4.6 billion years ago, in a quiet corner of a Milky Way spiral arm, a cloud of gas collapsed under its own weight. Gravity squeezed it, temperature soared, and suddenly, a star ignited. Our sun was born. Not too big, not too small. A perfect, stable, long-living star. If the sun were hotter, Earth would burn. If it were dimmer, Earth would freeze. We won the cosmic lottery. Chapter 11. The birth of the solar system. When the sun formed, leftover dust and rock began swirling around it like a cosmic disk. Tiny dust particles stuck together. Dust became pebbles. Pebbles became rocks. Rocks became mountains. Mountains became worlds. 8 major planets formed: Mercury, the scorched one; Venus, the runaway greenhouse Earth; the lucky one Mars; the frozen one Jupiter; the giant Saturn; the ringed beauty Uranus; cold and tilted Neptune; distant and stormy. Billions of asteroids and comets filled the gaps. And in this violent newborn solar system, Earth's story was about to begin. Chapter 12. Earth's First Crisis. Theia Impact. Earth was young, molten, unstable. Then, disaster struck. A Mars-sized planet named Theia slammed into Earth with unimaginable force. Mountains vaporized, oceans boiled, the entire planet melted. But from this chaos came something miraculous: the moon. Debris from the collision orbited Earth, merged and formed a perfect sphere. The moon stabilized Earth's tilt, created tides, and slowed our rotation. Without the moon, seasons wouldn't exist, days would last 6 hours, and life might never have formed. Sometimes destruction creates the most beautiful things. Chapter 13. The First Oceans. After millions of years, Earth cooled. Steam condensed. Rain fell for thousands of years, and the first oceans filled the basins of the young planet. Lightning struck the oceans. Chemicals mixed. Heat and minerals from deep-sea vents created the perfect conditions. And in the dark waters of early Earth, life sparked. Chapter 14. Life begins. The earliest life was microscopic, tiny cells. Simple chemistry, but these tiny things were unstoppable. Life evolved slowly. Simple cells with DNA cells that ate sunlight. Oxygen filled the atmosphere, complex cells appeared. Tiny creatures swam in the oceans. Fish developed bones. Animals crawled onto land forests. Spread insects filled the skies. Reptiles dominated, then came the giants. Dinosaurs. But they didn't last forever, because in the cosmic timeline, Earth had another unexpected turn waiting. Chapter 15. Age of Dinosaurs. For millions of years, life grew larger, stronger, smarter. Then came the giants. Dinosaurs ruled Earth for over 160 million years, a reign 500 times longer than humans have existed. There were enormous plant eaters with necks like cranes, razor-toothed predators like Allosaurus armored tanks, like Ankylosaurus flying reptiles with 30-foot wings, the asteroid impact. 66 million years ago, death came from the sky. A 10-kilometer asteroid slammed into present-day Mexico. The explosion was brighter than 1,000 sun shockwaves circled the Earth. Firestorms ignited forests. Tsunamis swallowed coastlines. Ash filled the sky, blocking the sun. Plants died. Animals starved. 75% of all life vanished. Dinosaurs, the kings of Earth, were gone, except for the smallest survivors. Chapter 17. Birds, the surviving dinosaurs. The tiny feathered dinosaurs, the ancestors of birds, made it through. They could fly, hide, adapt, and eat nearly anything. Every eagle, every sparrow, every pigeon is a living descendant of dinosaurs. We still walk among them. Chapter 18. Rise of mammals. With dinosaurs gone, a new group slowly rose. Mammals. They were once tiny, shy, night-hunting creatures. But now Earth was open. Mammals spread everywhere. Some returned to the oceans, some took to the skies. Others became giants. Others became social, intelligent, cooperative. Among them was a group of clever primates who would someday change the planet forever. Chapter 19. The first humans. Human evolution took millions of years from apes who walked upright to tool-using ancestors, to species like Homo erectus, who controlled fire, to early humans who built communities and language. Finally, 300,000 years ago, modern humans appeared. We were small in number. We had no claws, no fangs, no armor, but we had something far more dangerous: intelligence, teamwork, curiosity, imagination. In a blink of geological time, humans reshaped the planet. Chapter 20. Human civilization. In just 10,000 years, we built cities, created art, invented writing, explored oceans, built machines, traveled through the air, split atoms, reached space, landed on the moon. Created AI. Human progress is unbelievably fast compared to cosmic time. If the entire universe's history were a 24-hour day, humans appear in the last 1 second before midnight. Chapter 21. The near future of Earth. In the next few centuries, humans may live on Mars. Artificial intelligence may explore other stars. Space travel may become common. We might terraform planets. We might build Dyson spheres around stars. We may even leave the Milky Way. Humanity is still at the very beginning of its cosmic story. Chapter 22. The death of the sun, 5 billion years. But one day the sun will run out of fuel. It will swell into a red giant. Oceans will boil, mountains will melt, Earth will be destroyed. Then the sun will collapse into a white dwarf, a tiny glowing ember of the once beautiful star that gave us life. Chapter 23. The end of galaxies. In 4 billion years, the Milky Way will collide with the Andromeda Galaxy. Stars will dance around each other. New stars will form. Old ones will die. Eventually, the two galaxies will merge into a single giant galaxy called Milkdromeda. But even galaxies don't live forever. Chapter 24. The last star. Trillions of years from now, the last star in the universe will flicker out. No more light, no more warmth. Only dead planets and frozen worlds drifting forever. Chapter 25. The end of time. And in the unimaginably far future, black holes evaporate, matter decays, radiation fades, space expands into darkness, and time itself becomes meaningless. The universe ends not with a bang, but with a long, cold silence. Yet for a brief moment, on a tiny blue planet, in one corner of a galaxy, there were beings who looked up at the stars and tried to understand it all, and that alone makes us extraordinary. Thank you for traveling across 13.8 billion years with Timeline Explained.